How you doing, folks?
I don't know what's going
Dad,
on.
what are you doing, Dad?
I'm taking pictures of beautiful, beautiful pictures.
I know. Well, we're family. We're with family. I'm at my sister's house today. Location undisclosed. I can't share it. It's a secret location. My father, Concetto, is really trying hard to make the Pignolata Messinese, which is a family tradition. I'm actually with my nephew. First time meeting my nephew. And Dad, don't you have a story when you were very young and you had Pignolata Messinese? What happened?
What happened was it was Easter, and I was at my Uncle Nino's, Aunt Mary's, and I had a loose tooth. And I didn't want to eat because I felt the tooth was going to fall out, and I was eating. So they had all this nice big feast, and I didn't eat it. Then they brought out the
He's like
Pignolata at the end of the meal.
mesmerized by something.
Like, here, bring it out. And I said to myself,
We're filming.
And I said to myself, I got to have Pignolata. So I bit into the Pignolata, my tooth came out, and that was the end of the story.
Wow. So, if you're watching this first time ever, you know Johnny C. You know about my Pignolata Messinese situation. It's not Strufoli. A lot of people say Pignolata Strufoli. It's not Strufoli. It's Pignolata Messinese. We walk into Sicilian bakeries. Many say they can make it, but they don't make it. They don't have the time to make it. I've been all over in Brooklyn, Villabate, great bakery, phenomenal bakery. I think they know about it, but I want them to make it. I'm hoping with a new connection, my friend Sally Figs, let's make this happen. Concetto is getting closer and closer. And many chefs are actually, that Chef Umberto is working very hard to make this happen. He says he's there. He believes he's almost there. So my father tonight, I'm just going to, before we taste the Pignolata Messinese and tell you a little bit more about it, we're going to be going to South Philly soon, hopefully. Termini Brothers. I called you today because what's coming up? Fat Tuesday, which is a Carnevale, and they make it. The father, Joe Termini, who's passed away, they would make it every Carnevale. So I called today. My father says, Dad, John, what's the place in South Philly that makes the Pignolata? Because Veniero's on East 11th Street, Manhattan, they stopped making it for Easter. They stopped making it for Easter. They just make it for Christmas. And so my father's been really trying. Now, it's so serious that I'm just going to give you a glimpse. Dad, tell everybody, what is this? This is, look at the math. Look at the math that my father puts together. This is one page. And that some of it's about, and while people look at this. Just look. I know you're taking pictures, this is listen, if you're really serious, you could try to help us make the Pignolata Messinese. And my father's getting pretty close. Look at the next page, right, Dad? So tell a little bit about this. This is a...
Well, you have to get the dough right. The first page is about the dough. The second page is about the icing, the syrup that you got to do. It's very complicated. The syrups are the frosting is very complicated. It's an Italian meringue, which is one of the most difficult meringues you can make because you got to have hot 250-degree simple syrup going into the whipped egg whites, and you can't get it into the wick because it'll blow away. It'll make these sugar strings. You put it on the side, it'll stick to the side. It's gonna go right into that thing, and you gotta whip it fast. So and it's gotta set firm. Then you have to put icing sugar in it after it's done, after all the syrup's done. And I always forget at the end. I'm so excited that it's the end of the icing. I forget about putting the icing sugar. That's what happened with this one.
Yeah,
I didn't put the icing sugar in.
Yeah, so like here, the Pignolata Messinese, like here in the corner, where it's like really, number one, that would never happen. But it's like there, it's solid. The whole thing's solid. You got to break it off. Like here, I can pull it off, Dad. Right. I can take them right off, Dad. You're like, now here you got to break it a little bit, So, right away he said, I'm getting closer, John.
It's in development, I tell you. It's
in development.
I didn't even know we're doing this. This is a secret thing.
Well, I am motivating you,
This is in
Dad.
development. It's top secret.
Top secret. So, my father's a baker. Look at the cassata cake. Look at the homemade cassata cake that he made. He made his own stuffing for the cannolis. He made his own cannoli shells. There's another video that you'll see. So then there's the chocolate. And Brianna's already taking a bite. Very good. Brianna has had the Pignolata Messinese from Messina. Family sent it. Tiziana Crisafulli, thank you so much. We got it from a bakery in Calabria. My friend, the owners of Ippolito's, Pasquale Ippolito, Orlando, Franca. You told us about a bakery that has Sicilian bakers in it, a very old bakery in Calabria. And guess what? We got it from them as well. It's excellent. So my father's getting there. Even the alcohol, Dad, right? What about the alcohol?
Yeah, that's a secret.
It's a secret. Yeah, you don't want to share. There's people that can make it try. Umberto's trying, Dad.
Well, he's got to do the research, too.
All right, Umberto, see this.
Once I perfect it, I'll give it out. But once now I'm in development, I can't give anything out.
And we've tried to get the recipe, right? With Veneros, they
Oh
won't.
yeah, he just told me it has to be dry.
That's
But
it.
what does that mean, dry?
Yeah. What is that? Veneros. What does that mean? It's got to be dry.
This was 10 years ago or more.
10 years.
I went there. 20 years ago I went there.
So, listen, this is a very serious thing. Pignolata Messinese from Messina, Sicily. You can only get it at Termini Brothers in South Philly. You can get it at Veniero's during Christmas. And in South Philly, again, they make it during the festival, Fat Tuesday. I got to write to the owners. I think it's Joe and Vincent. Say, guys, because I called today and they said to me, we're not sure. They're not sure if they're going to make it this year. Guys, make it. Continue your father's tradition. It's serious. I'm going to do a nice piece for you if you do so. I came out in the past, did a nice piece for you, no charge. I don't charge. Johnny C's a giving food critic. So I went in there and I'm going to share the post. Please, I'll publicize that you're making the Pignolata Messinese. We'll go to South Philly. I'll bring a crew, and you're coming too, right, Dad?
South Philly, yeah. I wanna go,
Yeah. I mean, please, don't question. Please, I know you're busy, but please, we ask you. Take the time to continue your family's tradition, our Sicilian tradition, our roots. Let's not give it up. And we know it's hard work. And my father, Dad, it's hard to make this, right? It's hard work. Imagine making so much,
Yeah, and it's an expense too.
And they don't in Philadelphia. They don't mix it. They keep it separate like this because that's hard too to mix it. Usually it's lemon and chocolate. Again, this is lemon. So we're gonna go for a taste. Dad.
Okay.
All right. Now get your jar with the individual because I want to show you everyone what it looks like. So first, I'm gonna go for one of these vanillas. Okay. All right. And here we go. Okay. And usually you'll see a little of the vanilla dust on your fingers. It's there. So again, Dad, the inside looks like it, but when I bite it, it's hard. I can't really squeeze it, but it's still, I feel, a little soft. The meringue is very nice. You're really close on the meringue.
I didn't put the icing sugar in at the end when I was finishing.
You said that last year too.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. I forgot. So many things going on at one time.
Upstairs.
So many things going on trying to do it.
You're very close, Dad. With the icing covered, and
The bathroom?
Our bathroom?
it's still a little soft. It's still a little soft. Just to show you, my father, he brought these too. These are just the individual. What do you call them? You call these
Biscuits.
Biscuits.
Before the dough.
the dough. And yeah, you would think it's hard, but
That's a different flour.
there's a different flour.
Yes, Icorn, yeah. So I'm experimenting with different flours.
Okay, the chocolate. And,
No.
this has it's more solid, but still a little too soft, fudgy, right? But I do remember it coming from Sicily, a little like this. Yeah, you're very close, Dad.
I know.
You're definitely closer than last year. Less fudgy.
How about the chocolate flavor? See,
It's a little cakey for me. I feel like it's a little cakey chocolate. The other one I don't think is as cakey. I may be wrong though.
What do you make cakey?
Like,
Fudgy?
yeah, it's too fudgy.
Yeah. I experimented with this. I used chocolate melted chocolate, large chocolates, because I bought, instead of the minis, I bought the regular ones. I said, let me try that.
Ooh.
But,
You're eating
Well,
the shrimp?
again, the Pignolata Messinese, Dad, you're getting closer and closer and closer. I want to thank everyone that's trying to make it. I mentioned Chef Umberto. He says, Johnny, I'm very close. He's got the recipe from Sicily, Dad, from Messina. You know, I want other bakers and people that feel they can do it. You know, you can just Google Pignolata Messinese, Pignolata, like Pignolata Messinese. Again, it's from Messina, Messine. Not Strufoli, not honey balls, you don't know. Pignolata Messinese.
and the recipe, because a lot of people will make it, and they'll say, but it's not this. Because the authentic recipe, there's no shortening, no butter, there's no lard in there, there's no baking soda in it, there's no sugar, it's just eggs and flour, you know, and the alcohol.
Okay, you heard it from Papa C. All right, Easter's coming. It's here in 60 days, you said, right?
Yeah.
60 days is Easter. We want to have a delicious Pignolata, authentic Pignolata Messinese at our Easter table. Please help us. And Papa C, he's diligent to make it happen. Again, help the Crisafulli family. Help us continue our traditions, which date back then to how many generations? Got to be at least, who knows? At least,
Oh yeah, well, I mean, I know. My parents, maybe 4 generations.
yeah, 4. It's not Greek.
Who knows?
It's
You know?
Sicilian.
Yeah.
So we're thinking, you know, at least 5 generations. Please help us. Thank you.